One of the most profound truths that life has taught me is this. Sometimes the distance between who you are and who you want to be is just one brave decision. Hello again and welcome to the Other Side podcast. I am Annabelle Kemi, a certified mindset coach, and of course I like to call myself a maverick. It's good to have you with me today. Like I stated earlier, the distance between you, where you are right now, and where you intend to be or where you dream of being in the future is most times one bold decision away. There's a lot of power in your ability to make a decision, stand by it, and take action immediately without wasting time. You see, many people have dreams, you have goals, you have ambitions, you write them down, you dream of them every day and night, you try to manifest them, you affirm them every day, but you do not take action. That is the difference. And most times this stems from fear. A lot of people do not understand the power of actually taking a leap, actually deciding that this is what I want to do and boldly stepping out, even though you do not have the full picture. Because the truth is, you cannot possibly have the full picture. And that's the mistake we make. Because we are so accustomed to security and having a plan B, most times it hinders us from taking bold steps. We may be thinking, oh, I have this novel idea that I know will change the world completely, until you are bold enough to say, I may not have the resources, I may not know how it's going to pan out, I may not have the backing of the people I need to back me right now to make that dream a reality, but I'm going to launch out regardless and see where the universe takes me. That is a very important mindset you need to start building henceforth. Your success in life is not dependent on how good your plan is. Actually, it is dependent on how much you are willing to fail if you have to get to that place you want to get to. How much you are willing to absorb and how far you are willing to go. If you're someone that is determined to make an impact, and not just any impact, but a profound impact on humanity, you have to be willing to take risks. You have to be willing to make bold moves. If you are too fearful and your emotions are too fragile, you will just keep dreaming, and who knows, it may last eternity. And you may never live to see your dreams come true. And someone else who is bold enough to launch out regardless will be given that same idea you had by the universe, and you will see them succeeding at it. The difference between you and such people is their ability to take bold, powerful decisions. A good example of someone who was not afraid to take one bold decision is Sarah Blakely. She had $5,000 and zero knowledge of fashion or anything that had to do with the fashion industry. But she went ahead and started Spanx. Today, she's a billionaire. All she did was, I may not have the full picture. I may not have an inkling of how the fashion industry works, but this is my dream and I'm going to take this one bold decision to start. She started and it worked out for her. Why are you so afraid that it may not work out? Why are you leaning towards the negatives than the positive? What if it works out? What if it works out? When I was going to make that one bold decision to leave my 9-to-5 and pivot into the creative industry in Nigeria, it seemed as if all the odds were against me. The few people who knew about my decision were worried for me, and understandably so. But one thing they did not understand was I was willing to risk it all. And I must say, it's been 1.5 years since I left, but every day I wake up, I thank my stars for that one bold decision I made. Because for once, I am doing that thing that feeds my soul and makes me know that I am truly living, makes me actually feel like I am part of the universe. I am part of something big, something profound, something impactful. That is what life is about. Do not sit in one place out of fear of not having the full information to operate. You do not need the full information to operate. God already has that information. All he needs you to do is take that one bold decision. The moment you take that one bold decision, it is almost like a domino effect, because everything just begins to fall in place. It may not be easy sometimes, but trust me, they fall in place eventually. And you look at the beauty of your journey and you thank your stars that you took that one bold decision. There is something called the paralysis trap. And most times it is you overthinking things. Overthinking oftentimes stifles action. To be able to overcome this paralysis trap that is keeping you from taking that one bold decision, you must understand that clarity often comes after the leap, not before it. Until you take the leap to the other side, you may not be able to see the fullness of the beautiful landscape ahead of you. After everything I have said, how do I recommend that you take that one bold step? The first thing you should do is this. Get quiet and reflect. Find your quiet space. Take time to think and reflect about where you are right now and what the future is that you desire. Until you fully understand it in your mind's eye, you may not be able to take the right step at the right time. But when you have come to an inner acceptance of what it is you truly intend to do, that is the first step. So get quiet and reflect. The second step is simple. Ask yourself, if I weren't afraid, what would I do? If I wasn't afraid of going broke, if I wasn't afraid that things would not work out, if I was sure that everything is going to work out towards me achieving my dream, what would I do? Ask yourself that question and answer it objectively. Then lastly, take one micro step towards that vision. Start with that one small micro step towards achieving that vision. For me, my micro step was to launch my podcast. I was working in a system where I was not allowed to do things like this freely. I was not allowed to speak freely. So for me to even be bold enough to start that podcast at the time I started it was, trust me, a big deal. But then looking at the full picture, it was a micro step. Yours might be smaller than that, but push yourself to take that one micro step towards that place you want to get to. That will lead you to be on the right track. It's almost like you are stepping into the ring. You have not started the whole fight, but then you have made the decision to at least step in there and see what your opponent is and what the future, what the universe has for you. Be quiet and reflect. Ask yourself that question. If everything was perfect, what would I do? And lastly, take that one micro step towards your vision. To wrap up today's episode of the Other Side podcast, I'm going to leave you with one quote by Lewis Carroll. He said, "In the end, we only regret those chances we do not take." I need you to ruminate on this quote. Think deeply about it and ask yourself, what chances am I not taking? I hope today's episode adds value to your life. My name is Annabelle Kemi, and it's been amazing chatting to you today. And I hope this will encourage you to take that one bold decision you have been holding back on for a while now. While you're at it, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that yet, and click on the notification bell so you can always be reminded when there's a new episode of The Other Side podcast. Enjoy the rest of your week and take that one bold move. You'll be glad you did. Bye for now.